31 black. We haven't had a black one in a while. Racist. Racist. It is from Swagbread Poetry. What a URL. Go follow swagbreadpoetry.tumblr.com. Yo, where did you get your fabulous teddy wig? I don't know. Short answer to the long, sort of medium length, not long at all question. I have a bin full of wigs, because I've been cosplaying since I was like 13, which is 9 years now. So I just have a bin full of wigs, and one day I was going through the bin and I was like, hey, this is a pink wig. You know who has possibly canon pink hair? Teddy Lupin. Let's do it. So I had it. I got it on Amazon. I get all my wigs on Amazon. Next question. Question is from Anonymous. Are there any characters you want to cosplay that you haven't gotten to cosplay yet? So many characters that I want to cosplay. I just want to cosplay. Sometimes I see people have like pages of the characters they cosplay, and it's like every single character in the series, and I want to be that person. I want to cosplay Remus, partly because of what I said before, where I'm really bad at special effects makeup, and I want to be able to do like scars. That'd be really cool. So many people do such good scars, and I'm just like, take me with you. Who else do I want to cosplay? I want to cosplay a lot more Lightning Era. So far, I only cosplayed Pansy, Neville, and that's it. I've done Hermione for a thread before, and I want to do Hermione again, but I think my problem with Hermione is I wouldn't be able to do her with like just me online as Hermione. I need to have someone else as like Ron or Harry or something, because sometimes I just struggle with like being a character just by themselves, and I need other people to like build off of. I don't know, maybe other people are that way. I want to do something weird. I've seen people do Dobby before, and that's really weird to me, and weird in a good way, let me clarify. And I want to do something like that, like just something more out there, because like first off, it'd be kind of cool to like create that from my body. That's all I can think of. What's your favorite meme? Good question, and I have a good answer. My favorite meme, until the day I die, is going to be none pizza left beef. It's hilarious. The simplicity of the punchline, just one image, none pizza left beef. It's so good. Okay, the meme economy is going downhill. Let me just tell you there. Quite frankly, I'm terrified, because I don't know what I'm gonna do when the meme economy completely plummets. Not everything can be none pizza left beef. And that's sad. One, red. Oh, got it. Question. It's from... Okay, I actually struggled. I don't know if your URL is pronounced Manami Jame or Maname Jame. I would say it's Manami Jame. It's Manami Jame right now. So it says, for the Q&A, what do you want to say to all of your followers? Ooh, what do I want to say to all of my followers? To all my followers, I want to say thank you for following my blog and for dealing with all my memes and my stupid bullshit. And also, to love yourself, because I think self-love is very important. I have a lot of self-love, and that's what's gotten me through my life. And that and spite and self-love, those are the two things that you should strive for, and they should always be equal. Like, if one gets too high, you gotta even it out. Like, if you're loving yourself too much, you just need to go be a bitch for a day. Like, even. That's my key to success. From Anonymous, why did you start role-playing, and which character do you absolutely want to play in the future? So I answered the which character do I want to play in the future part, but for why did I start role-playing? I started role-playing, like cosplay role-playing, like 6 years ago, I think? No, how old am I? Yeah, like 5 or 6 years ago I did my first one. I cosplayed Yui from Angel Beats, if anyone knows what that anime is. Super good, recommend. I was in, what was I think I was 10th or 11th grade. I didn't do it for very long just because the fandom is like hella small, so I didn't get a lot of asks, and you kind of survive on asks in this community. Then I just like stopped doing it. I do a lot of text roleplay. I've been doing text roleplay since I was like 12, and I have like over 30 blogs. I don't use all of them, obviously. I only use about 2 or 3 of them are super active. So yeah, started with text roleplay, and then I've done that for a really long time, and then yeah, a couple months ago I'd been following like Harry Potter cosplayers, and I had been meaning to make a blog for ages and ages, and then I was just really bored one afternoon. And after moving into my new house, I have this like giant area where I can put all my cosplay stuff. I have all of my cosplays that I've ever made, like hung up on this giant rack, and I was just like, you know what, let me get back into this, let me use this, and I wanted to just have fun. So I made a blog, came online as Lily. The rest is history. Anonymous says, any favorite Harry Potter headcanons? Yes, everyone's alive. No one died, except for, like, all the bad guys. Voldemort died. But, Remus is alive? What? Just in case, promo, go follow Justin, says, what's ya fave thing about Elliot? Y'all. Don't make me answer this. I like it when, I like it when he blushes. Like, I'll say something super suave, like the classy, like, cool cat that I am, and he just, like, blushes, and he's like, he does this thing where when we're videoing, he'll, like, be like, and then he just, like, looks away from me, and it's cute. I don't know if it's my favorite thing. I'm really bad at saying favorite thing. Ah! It's one thing. I should have gone through these asks before I just printed them all out, because now I gotta answer that, and that's on the internet forever. Okay, next question. Anonymous said, dab. I did that earlier. You can't overuse the dab. 97220, promo, go follow, said, what's your favorite Harry Potter book? My favorite book is Prisoner of Azkaban, because I am obsessed with the Marauders. Love them. And I just love Remus. He is my favorite character. I love him so much. Well, obviously the book that he's mostly in, I'm gonna like the most. As far as movies go, I do not like Prisoner of Azkaban because I don't like the adaptation. Mostly I'm just salty that they messed up the scene where, like, Sirius and Remus see each other for the first time. I really wish they had been, like, more emotional with it, and I had, like, cried a lot more, because I didn't cry that much in the movie. So my favorite movie is Order of the Phoenix, which is weird, because that's, like, one of my least favorite books. I just really like the film adaptation. I think that the soundtrack for that one's really good, along with the soundtrack of Prisoner of Azkaban. The soundtrack for those two are probably my two favorites. Anna says, what's the longest you spent getting ready for cosplay? Surprisingly not that long. I don't really do crazy effects for makeup and stuff. Probably just, like, average half an hour. If it's a character that I'm doing for the first time, I'd say I take longer, but when I'm putting on, like, Teddy, it takes me, like, 10 minutes because I know what I'm doing. Like, contour a tiny bit, put some freckles on, boom, we're done. We're talking like characters that I cosplay and I don't roleplay, so like just for a con. I did, my friend and I did a group of Free, if you've seen that anime. We did the pirate versions of them, so I was Pirate Nitori, and just because that costume was a little bit more complicated, it took me a little bit longer, because I was still classic morning of the con, still like hot gluing stuff, because you're a mess. So that took me a while, but nothing takes me, like, I don't do special effects makeup because I don't know how. Alright, and last question. Anonymous says, is Canada even real? Anon, come on. Is Canada real? Have you looked at a map? It's the one that's, it's like on the, like when you look at like a globe, it's like on the.
And it was at this point that I started to ask myself, is Canada real? Am I real? Is anything real? What happens when you die? Does everything fade into nothing, like before I was alive? But if none of us are alive, do we really die? Is life just an empty void with no purpose? Humans only completing that purpose by doing meaningless tasks that amount to nothing once we've all returned to bones and ash into the earth from whence we came? Do these purposes and meaningless tasks amount to anything at all once we're back in the earth? Surely they're no benefit to ourselves once we've left this earth to go on to heaven or the afterlife or otherwise that we all hope exists with little to no scientific proof of its actual existence. So what is it then, the point to doing anything in the world if it doesn't benefit you? Is there a true meaning to a selfless act? Do true selfless acts even really exist if we're only doing them to prove that we aren't a selfless person to ourselves or otherwise? Why did people think meme was a funny meme? These are the questions that we need to ask. And maybe through doing that, we together can create a truly better world.
Alrighty guys, well that is it. I answered all of these questions from you. Thank you so much if you got to the end of this video. Thanks for everyone who sent in asks, thanks for everyone who has followed me. Like, wow, 1,000 followers, that's pretty substantial milestone. Honestly, did not expect to be hitting 1,000 followers before like April. So thanks everyone, thanks for all my people who are my friends. I love all of you guys, and yeah, I guess that's the end of my video. See ya. And then I'll like run outside. and it'll be like snow everywhere, and maybe I'll do like a wide shot. I won't do a wide shot. I can't. I don't have time. And I'll be like outside. It's funny. It's stupid. I shouldn't do that. No, I'm gonna do it. It'll be funny.